Hi, I'm Joel Lamping. I'm a level 5 referee. I'd say it took me 2 years. So when I hit 17, I started to realise that refereeing was something I had a lot of skills to do with, and something I knew from people telling me after games, people coming up to me and saying how I've managed the game well. So the confidence just increased in myself, knowing actually you are doing a good job. Players are walking off with a smile on their face, players come and shake your hands after, even when they haven't necessarily won the game. So when I hit 17, I started to realise this is something you're good at, and this is what you need to do, this is what you need to go for. One of my favourite moments so far in my career was actually an appointment I was given. I did replace fourth official of a pre-season match this season, Brighton Hove Albion against Portsmouth, senior first team. So to be able to work with Michael Ryan, funny enough, and then two colleagues on the line as well, it's just a good opportunity to understand how that level and the professional game is managed from an official's point of view. It was a good opportunity for me as a fourth official to see what the dugouts are like in comparison to myself in the county league to this day. But that was an opportunity for me, and a dream, if anything, to work at the professional game for 90 minutes, and I hope to be able to get those opportunities again, whether it's as a fourth official or as a referee himself. Best thing about being a referee is just being involved at a level which I wouldn't say I'll ever be able to play at, but also being able to go out in a team of 3 with 2 other colleagues, which you know that you'll do anything for them and they'll do anything for you in the game itself. Oh, teamwork is a massive part of the game. Something which, if you don't do it properly, then you're never going to get the best out of you and your assistants and your fourth official if you've got one. You need to make sure you work well as a team, no matter who your assistants are or no matter who the referee is and you're on the line. You need to do everything for that other official, because if you don't do your job as a team, similar to if a team playing the game don't play properly and don't do their jobs properly, they'll be punished. So if you don't do your job as an official, you may miss a game-changing incident. So for example, a penalty, if it was a blatant penalty and you and your assistant haven't worked between you, and it's a situation where, or it's a scenario where it's between you both and you're both not sure and you're guessing, you're not necessarily doing your job. Whereas if you work between you, there's eye contact, you're saying yes and he's saying yes, then that's that good example of teamwork where you know it's an agreed decision and then we can make it between us. Okay, so teamwork is a huge thing and is needed in every single game. Worst thing about being a referee, I'd say when the pressure starts getting to you a little bit. So if you're talking the later stages of a game of football, you might have made a wrong decision earlier on which was game changing, so the pressure of making that again, or if the game's tight like 1-1 at the time and you're fearful of making another mistake. I think it's more about thinking of the good moments you've had of refereeing. So even if you've had a bad half of football, not everything you've done is necessarily wrong. In law or just in the game itself and how you managed it. As hard as the job is, you've got to accept that you're going to do things right and you're going to do things wrong. But when you're struggling, the best thing you can do is look at the things you're doing right and how you can manage the things you've done wrong in a better way to get a better outcome of the game.